What's it like to be a minister? That's the question. That's really, ministry is based in baptism. And so it's something that we all share for all of us who are baptized. We're all called to be disciples of Jesus Christ and to evangelize, to spread God's word and to invite others to participate in it. Some of us choose to do ministry as our full-time life vocation. Some people choose to do it as an ordained person, a bishop, priest, or deacon. Some people choose to do it as a consecrated religious, a priest, brother, or sister in a religious community like the Assumptionists, or some people choose to do it as a lay person. My own case, I served as a lay minister full-time in the church for over 30 years before, in the year 2014, deciding to go on and pursue the diaconate, and I was ordained a deacon in 2017. So I've been in church ministry now for over 40 years. It's a vocation. It's part of my life. It's something that I integrate into my family life and into all that I do. Ministry is not a 9-to-5 job. We work weekends, we work evenings, we're on call so that when people need us for emergency situations or times of intense pastoral need, we're there for them. So it's not the kind of job you go to in the morning and leave in the afternoon. It's a job that really has very different hours. It's a job that you really have to love, and I do love it. Being able to spend my life doing the kind of work that really we're all called to do, but in a specialized way.
Minister is kind of a technical word, it's sort of a funny word, but really being a minister is sharing good news with a friend. And if you want to be a good minister, first thing is you got to believe yourself that it's good news. Now, if it's really good news, you inevitably want to share it. So believe it's good news. And the other thing is share good news with friends. You don't want to share good news by batting people over the head and saying, hey, this is good news, you got to believe it. But approach them as friends, people that you love, people that you want to share good things with. And you'll be a good minister, you'll be effective, and they'll believe you, and they may welcome the news that you have to share with them.
Yeah, this question with respect to what is a minister, and I'm going to presume that what we mean by that, at least in my first response to this, is somebody who has been sort of officially recognized or ordained, let's say, to be a minister in the community. And what I would say as somebody who has that experience, the first thing I would say is it really is a tremendous privilege. That's the way it strikes me more than anything else. Why is that? Well, because the minister has an opportunity to be present to folks at very important times in their lives, and both in times of joy, maybe be present to them and help to officiate, for example, at their wedding, or in times of sorrow, to be able to speak words of comfort at a funeral, or to be present to people when they are sick. To minister in that way and to have the opportunity to do that is really something that I can speak for myself, brings great joy and great comfort to my own life. But with respect to minister in a more broad sense, there are, for example, within our own Catholic tradition, there are what we call lay ministers who also have a very important role to play. They're able to administer the Eucharist at Mass. What a great privilege that is, or to proclaim the Word at Mass. We call these folks lay ministers. And then I would say, more broadly than that, all of us, in fact, we speak within the Christian tradition, all of us are called to be ministers to one another. St. Paul says that we are given the ministry of reconciliation, which means that all of us have the possibility of being, of helping to bring harmony and peace in our relations with one another and to the world. So on all three levels, the formal ordained ministry, the lay ministry, and then the ministry of the whole of God's people. In each of those cases, it's a wonderful kind of privilege.